everyone, I'm Sarah and welcome to my channel So Sarah Sewed. Today I am sharing a fabric haul with you, so I'm excited to show you some of the fabrics and wool I've been buying recently. But before I get into that, I will share with you what I'm wearing today. So this is a Tilly and the Buttons Agnes top. I've done the long sleeve version with the ruching on the sleeves. And I've paired it, as I often do, with my Helen's Closet York pinafore. This is just in a navy corduroy from Spotlight. Both of these fabrics are from Spotlight actually, and I think they go really well together. So the fabrics I'm going to show you today are from 3 different shops. I am in Melbourne, where we are currently in lockdown, and actually we've been in lockdown, this current lockdown, since the 5th of August. We've just found out that the lockdown will be extended to the 26th of October. So there's still about 5 weeks to go under the current conditions, which are pretty strict. So we can leave our house to exercise or to buy essential groceries, but that is pretty much it. So I have a lot of time at home. I've been working from home, but I'm currently on school holidays. I'm a teacher. So I've got a lot of extra time to be sewing, but also extra time to be thinking about sewing. So I find when I'm under lockdown circumstances, I do a lot of shopping, and it's always fun to have a delivery to look forward to. So I've had a few of those recently, and I'm going to share the fabrics I've bought from Doops Designs, Nerida Hansen fabrics, and Darn Cheap fabrics as well. So I'll start with the Doops Designs ones. So Doops Designs sell the most beautiful prints, just beautiful colors, beautiful designs. I love them. So the first one I'm going to show you is called Spells, and I bought 2.5 meters of this. It's in this beautiful quite bold and large scale print. There's colourful animals and things on it. And I bought that, it's 100% cotton, but it's called a cotton satin. So I think with this one, I will probably make some kind of dress. I'm thinking about buying the Style Arc Hope dress, which I've seen beautiful versions of on Instagram. And I thought this would make a really nice one because it's got the big front panel and then a big skirt, which would really just show off this amazing print, I think. So I love that one. I'm excited about that. So that's my first one from Dupes Designs. And the other one I bought is also the cotton satin, and I bought 2 meters of this one. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to make, but I just had to have it. But you'll see with this one, again, it's a really, really large scale print. This one's called Moore's Gardens. I'm sorry about the creases. Moore's Garden. And look, I'll move my camera and I'll show you a bit better. All right, now that I'm standing back, hopefully you can see that this print really does run the whole length of the fabric. So it's got these beautiful flowers that are quite busy down the bottom and then reach all the way up to the top. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this one, but I do know that I want, again, I'm going to have to think carefully about the pattern so that you do get that whole design effect. So actually when I bought it, I was thinking about perhaps making some pants, but I think I'm not tall enough to be able to get that whole pattern in there. So I'm not sure. I've seen some beautiful versions of the Style Arc Hope dress made in this design. So maybe a dress would be good, but I'm just not sure yet. I just knew I had to have it. So 2 meters, if you've got any ideas, it's pretty wide as well. So if you've got any ideas, I'd love to hear them. The next shop I purchased from was Nerida Hansen. I am constantly tempted by the beautiful prints that they sell at this shop. Every time I think that's it, I'm not buying any more fabric, they release a new design that I just have to have, or a re-release that I've missed out on that I've always wanted. So that was the case in the next purchase that I bought. This is a beautiful cotton sateen by a Aboriginal artist called Holly Sanders. I just love this print. It's called Women on Country. I bought 2 meters of this, and this one I am pretty sure that I will be making the Winslow culottes by Helen's Closet. I've made them before in a cotton sateen from Nerida Hansen. They are so comfortable. The drape is beautiful for the culottes. Are kind of, you know, most people when they see me wearing them, they think I'm wearing a skirt, but they're extremely practical for work. Being a teacher, and I'm actually a music teacher, and last year when we went back to work, we were expected to do a lot of teaching outside. So having pants on rather than a skirt is very practical for that kind of teaching. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we'll be going back to school. Well, I know that we're going back to school from October but it's a bit of a staggered return. I'm not really sure what it will look like exactly, but I think I've been focusing mainly my makes recently on tops because all of my teaching has been done on a screen, and I've just been wearing tracksuit pants and a nice top for teaching, but I will be needing some new pants in the coming months. So this will be my first new pair of pants, I think, and there will be the Helen's Closet culottes, Winslow culottes in this beautiful, beautiful sateen. So I've got 2 meters of that, and I've found that that's plenty for this pattern. In the past before, I always make a size 12 in Helen's Closet patterns. This York is also a size 12. It seemed to fit me well, so I know that that will fit that perfectly. The next fabric I bought from Nerida Hansen was a French terry. So they haven't been releasing huge numbers of their designs on the French terry material, but I love it, and I've bought a few of theirs, but this one is my most recent. An abstract, colourful artwork by Greta Laundy or Loundy. I'm not sure how to say it, but beautiful colours, and it's very, very wide. I actually only bought 1.5 meters, but there is heaps of it. So when I got it, I realised that because I was going to make a billy jumper. I've made a couple of billy jumpers before, and I was going to make another one with this one, but I realised actually there's so much of it there. I've got enough to make the dress version of the billy sweatshirt pattern. So I actually put a poll to Instagram to find out whether people thought I should make the jumper or the dress, and it was about 75% people said the dress. So that is what I will make. I was kind of leaning towards that anyway, and I figure if I end up not liking it, or if I don't get a lot of wear out of it, it will be easy to just chop it off and add the hem to the waist instead. And nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. So that's my latest purchase from Nerida Hansen. And I think that's probably going to be my most, it'll probably move to the front of the queue in terms of what I'm sewing next. Because I'm at home for another 5 weeks, I'll have a lot of time for wearing just comfortable clothes at home. And I think this will be the perfect dress for just being at home with some leggings and a nice cozy sweater dress. I recently made my very, very first purchase from Darn Cheap Fabrics. I'd never bought from them before, but I was watching their Instagram live tour of their shop, which they've been doing in the lockdown, at 5 p.m. on Mondays, and I was tempted by a few of their fabrics, and then as I looked on their website, I was tempted by more and more and more. So I'll show you what I bought from them. So the first fabrics I bought were these cotton voiles, I think is how you say it. Quite lightweight and transparent. These Dobby, it's called the Dobby Spot Cotton Voiles. And I bought the white, and I also bought this beautiful sage green colour. I buy a lot of prints and fabrics in, you know, bold prints and beautiful florals and things like that. And I just wanted to get some basic plain colours that I can match with my bold pants and things like that. So I'm thinking that this green one will become an Anthea blouse, which I am excited to make. That's on my current September makes plans, which I haven't got to yet, but I'm about to make the Anthea blouse, and I'm hoping them to make another one in this. And then the white one, I thought it would just be handy to have just a simple, the most simple view of the Cielo top by Closet Core Patterns, which I've made before, but never in something so light. and I think that will work really nicely. I basically wear, the fact that it's transparent doesn't worry me. I pretty much wear a little singlet tops under everything I wear all year anyway, so I won't need to line it. And that will be really handy with all sorts of pants and skirts. So looking forward to that one. I also got a similar spotted cotton. This is called a voile spot, I think. It might be called voile, I don't know. Anyway, again, it is very transparent, and it's got these spots on it. And I'm going to make another Anthea blouse out of that. That's assuming that the first one goes well and I like it. Otherwise, I'll think of another plan. But I like the voluminous sleeves. I think being a music teacher and, you know, being in a position where I often need to get up and conduct, it's good to have some black basics, and a little bit of drama in the sleeve is always nice when you're conducting. So I'm thinking that will be a lovely handy outfit for work. I've really been enjoying sewing and wearing knits recently. So a lot of tops like this and t-shirts and things, very, very comfortable for wearing at home and also just in the winter months for layering. And I've been seeing a lot of people making the free pattern by Pattern Scissors Cloth called the Galaxy Tee, which I really like the look of, and I'll put a picture in so you can see what that looks like. But I want to give that a go, and I saw on the Darn Cheap Fabrics website this lovely cotton jersey, which I thought would be perfect for it. It's on a nice sort of mid-blue background and with these very pretty daisies all over it. It doesn't have the hugest amount of drape, this fabric. It's got quite a good stretch that way, and I think that will work really well with this pattern and give a nice structure to the puffed sleeves. So I'm looking forward to making that one. Yeah, a beautiful fabric, again from Darn Cheap Fabrics. Interestingly, this one is on a blue base, which will be good. If it does stretch a little bit, you won't have a white background showing through, that's the first time I've bought a cotton jersey that's not printed on a white background, so that's exciting. Darn Cheap Fabrics was having a sale on their bamboo jerseys last week, so I had to include a bamboo jersey in my order as well. I don't even know what I'm going to make with it yet. I bought 1.25 meters, and I bought the navy, so I might even just make another Stellan tee. I've made a few of them. I find them extremely comfortable. This one feels beautiful. It's got a lovely drape, so not sure what I'll make with it yet, but that was also part of my order. I just didn't want to miss out on that 20% off. So I'm sure just another t-shirt will come in handy though, so I'm sure I won't regret this purchase. And the last fabric I bought from Darn Cheap Fabrics was this yarn dyed linen check. So it's quite interesting. I'll show you up close. It's got this check pattern, but then when I pull it away, kind of looks like a textural, interesting texture. So I actually got 3.5 meters of this because I just wanted to have options. So I'm not sure what I'm going to make with that yet. It could be the Zadie jumpsuit, or it could possibly be a dress, a tiered dress. I haven't made one of those yet, but I am tempted. Perhaps an indigo dress, perhaps a Valley dress by Pattern Fantastique. I'm not sure. So I've got a few things to think about. Look, I've got so much fabric, I don't really think I need to decide anytime soon what this will become. But if you do have any suggestions or ideas about what you think that would look good as, I'd love to hear them. The one other thing that I would love to share with you is a wool purchase. As I was coming to the end of my most recent knitting project, I wanted to buy some more wool to get me started on another one. So I ended up buying wool from 2 different stores. The other one came first, so I'm currently knitting with that to make a novice cardigan by Petite Knit. But this is my latest wool acquisition, and it's from COUTURE, which is in Denmark. So it had to come all the way from Denmark. It took about 3 weeks, I think, so not too bad. But it's a alpaca merino polyamide viscose blend. But what really attracted me to it was the fact that in all of the different colors in this blow range were just flecks of other colors through it, giving it a real interest. So I absolutely love that. So I got a whole lot of those plus the matching mohair silk yarn to go with it. And these I'm going to be making the petite knit Sunday sweater, which is a pretty chunky, quite a high neck jumper. So I think that will probably be more likely to be knit for next winter, autumn, winter. So you might not see this again for a while, but if you check out if you are into knitting and you want to check out the Kit Couture Blow range, all of the colors are absolutely beautiful. I was very attracted to the blue as well, and the pink, but I thought that this more neutral color would go with everything. So I went with that one this time. So I also wanted to say about Darn Cheap Fabric, how wonderful the service was. I put my online order in, and then the next morning I rang them and said, I've got this order in, but could you please also add matching threads for each of my fabrics? And then I just paid over the phone for that, and they added them to it. It was excellent. So I was really, really happy with that. So if you are in a bit of a, you need some fabric and some matching threads, I would highly recommend their service. So that is everything I had to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of those fabrics. I'll link to all of them below in case you want to check some of those out for yourself. I'm happy to answer questions about any of them. I'd love to hear which your favorite is, or if you've got any ideas for any of those that I didn't have ideas for. I'd love to hear from you. If you've liked this video, please think about giving it a thumbs up, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you.